Hello again. Welcome to week 2 of virtual classes. So just a few announcements again this week, and then I'm going to give you a quick rundown of your assignments and what we're going to cover. So just reminding you, please post your assignments in Google Classroom, and please make sure that at the end you're hitting turn in. I can't stress that enough, because if you don't hit turn in, it doesn't show up on my end that you've completed it. It still shows it as missing. So please make sure that you do that so you can get credit for what you're doing, okay? And make sure that you post it in Google Classroom. You guys don't have to email it to me separately unless you're just having some kind of issue and you want to make sure I get it. You don't have to send me a separate email. So just kind of a reminder on that. Second update, we are supposed to be sending out weekly progress reports to your parents based on kind of just updating your grades and telling them how you're doing in your virtual classes. So that's going to start this week. Your other classes, Edgenuity is supposed to do that for you, but for me, I have to do that kind of individually. So if you guys haven't filled out the spreadsheet with your parents' emails, please do that. I can still find their emails, but it's just easier if you guys put it in that one spreadsheet for me. But don't think that if you don't fill it out, your parents aren't going to get an email, because I can still find their email. It's just easier when you guys put it all in one place for me. So please do that. It's actually due tonight on Monday. So make sure that you fill that out too, because that is an assignment. And your grades for the third 9 weeks, the one that we were doing before we left school, I've updated all of those with everything I have of your missing work that you guys turned in to me and all that good stuff. So you guys are supposed to be getting your report cards virtually through Hack. So I think those are coming out this week. Don't quote me on it, but I think they're coming out this week. So just check and make sure, but you guys can also look in there and just make sure everything looks right. But everything that I had that students had emailed me is in there. So if you don't see something that you think should be there, then let me know. And then lastly, again, well, not lastly, but please make sure you guys are doing your assignments. This past week, I know it was the first week. I know you guys had a lot of trouble with Edgenuity in your other classes. And maybe keeping up with Google Classroom too, but you guys were using Google Classroom before we left, so that shouldn't be anything new for you. Please make sure you're completing your assignments, because again, it's going to be pass or fail. So if you don't do any assignments, you're going to fail the class. And I don't want you guys to do that for the fourth 9 weeks. If you're having trouble, please let me know, but I am posting your assignments every Monday, and they're going to be due on Friday. So you guys have an entire week to complete my assignments, and it shouldn't be too much to handle. I'm only giving you 1 to 2 assignments. So please make sure you do that, and please make sure you're checking. And if you have questions, you guys can always reach out to me. I'm here to help. But if it's due at 11:59 on Friday, and you email me at 11 o'clock Friday night for help, I can't really help you much then. Please try to at least look at your assignments earlier in the week than the day or even a couple of hours before it's due, okay? And if you guys are turning it in late, I got a lot of stuff coming in on Saturday or Sunday, I am going to take points off, because you do have a whole week to do it. So just keep that in mind too. Now, a grade with points off is better than a 0, so I would rather you turn them in anyway, but just so you know, it's not going to be a full 100 if you're turning it in late, okay? So for this week, you guys, I've already posted your assignments for the week, but for the foundations class, last week you guys did livestock terminology. And this week I posted just a quick review of that because I want to make sure we kind of review it, even though I can't really teach it to you face to face. So you have a review sheet to do. You can use your notes to do the review sheet. So I know it looks long, but if you use your notes, it should only take you probably 10 to 20 minutes. And then you guys are also going to complete a livestock fact sheet. So we normally in your class just do a little bit about livestock. We don't go super in depth, but I wanted to give you this fact sheet assignment because you can actually choose what livestock animal you want to do some research about. And then it's basically just asking you to find some information and kind of explore that particular animal a little bit more. And then after that, we're probably going to be pretty much done with livestock. Again, we don't go super in depth. We just do kind of a general overview of livestock. So we're probably going to be covering natural resources next. So stay tuned for that next week probably. Animal science. Last week, you guys did the Pearson Square problems. This week, you guys have a quick review of Pearson Square Review. It's just got 2 of those problems on it. Kind of would be like a bell ringer we would do in class, but I want to just make sure that you guys can recall how to do it and continue to remember how to do those problems. So you have that assignment. And then we're moving on to a new topic this week. We're going to be covering, we're actually going to be starting animal health. And so we're going to start our disease classification this week. So it kind of actually has a little bit to do with what's going on in the world right now, but that we're dealing with animals. So we're going to be learning about different types of diseases, viruses, bacteria, those different things, and what that looks like as far as livestock and livestock management. So you guys have a PowerPoint uploaded this week with your notes, and then you have another worksheet that's just got questions that come straight from the notes, so you guys can just fill in that worksheet as well. And then ag business, we have been doing some basic economics, supply and demand, substitutes, complements, income effect. You have a quick review sheet to do on that stuff, and then you're also starting a new topic this week. You guys are going to be doing different business structures, so like sole proprietorship, LLCs, what those are all about. So you also have a PowerPoint, and you also have a worksheet that's got questions about the PowerPoint. So that's what you guys have due this week. So all of those things are due on Friday by 11:59, so midnight. You guys have plenty of time. Again, let's please try to do a little bit better this week on checking out those assignments a little bit earlier than an hour before they're due and turning them in. So as always, please email me or put a comment in Google Classroom if you guys have any issues or questions, and I'll be happy to help you out. See you later.